Are you not ashamed of accumulating money and honor and reputation, and caring so little about wisdom and truth and enhancing the quality of the soul? That is, remember, no human condition is permanent. Then you must not be overly happy with good luck or too sad with bad luck. Prioritize knowledge over wealth, for one is temporary, the other is eternal. The closest way to achieving glory is to try to be what you want to be. I know nothing but the fact of my ignorance. After all, get married. If you find a good wife you'll be happy, and if you get a bad one you'll become a philosopher. Whenever people are lied to and form opinions about the truth, it is clear that error has slipped into their minds through a medium that resembles truth. The highest realm of thought is impossible to attain without first attaining the understanding of compassion. When I have the least desire, I am closest to the gods. See one cape, one mountain, one sea, one river and see it all. Stories, I owe Asclepius, do you remember to pay debts? Don't be happy when people praise all your words and actions, but rather appreciate being kind enough to rebuke your mistakes. Sometimes you put up walls not to drive people away, but to see who cares enough to destroy them. Comics and tragedy are very close together, like light and shadow. Children today love luxury. They have bad behavior, disobeying authority, they show disrespect to their parents and are chatty in the study area. Remember, what's not right to be done isn't worth talking about. The rich are filled with the little, because fulfillment is a natural wealth. The strong mind talks about ideas, the average mind talks about events, the weak mind talks about people. No one has the right to be an amateur in terms of physical skills. It is shameful for a person to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength that his body is capable of possessing. Where there is reverence there is fear, but there is not reverence everywhere that there is fear, because fear presumably has a wider extension than reverence. Our prayers should be for blessings in general, for God knows best what is good for us. Falling isn't a failure. Failure is when you stay where you fell. When I have the least desire, I am closest to the gods. There are two types of mental illness, ugliness and ignorance. All wars are fought for wealth. Be the type of person you want others to think of you. Beauty is a tyranny of short life. Education obtained with money is worse than having no education at all. He who wishes to move the world must first of all move himself. The greatest blessing given to mankind comes through madness, which is a divine gift. Ordinary people seem not to realize that those who really apply themselves in the right way to philosophy are directly and of their own accord preparing themselves for dying and death. Remember that nothing is stable in human affairs, therefore avoid undue joy in wealth, or undue depression in trouble. Fame is the perfume of heroic deeds. The only good is knowledge and the only evil is ignorance. We can't live better than trying to get better. I know I am smart, because I know nothing. Over the years the skin wrinkles, but a lack of enthusiasm makes the soul wrinkle. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The true tragedy of life is when humans fear light. Nature has given us 2 ears, 2 eyes and only 1 tongue. We must hear and see more than we speak. Be what you want. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. Be nice, because everyone you meet is fighting hard in their own battle. There is only 1 good, knowledge, and 1 crime, ignorance. He who is not contented with what he has, would not be contented with what he would like to have. I was afraid that by observing objects with my eyes and trying to comprehend them with each of my other senses I might blind my soul altogether. It's better to change opinions than to stick to the wrong opinion. If a man is proud of his wealth, he should not be praised until it is known how he employs it. Don't do to other people what makes you angry if done to you by someone else. Our prayers should be for blessings in general, because God knows best what is good for us. I am certainly wiser than this man. It is quite possible that none of us have the knowledge to be proud of, but he thinks he knows something he doesn't, whereas I am quite aware of my ignorance. In any case I seem wiser than him by far, because I don't think I know what I don't. If you don't get what you want, you suffer. If you get what you don't want, you suffer. Even when you get what you want, you still suffer because you can't keep it forever. Thoughts become your troubles. He wants to be free from change. Pain-free, free from life and death problems. But change is law and no pretense will change that reality. I conclude it is not wisdom that allows poets to write their poetry, but a kind of instinct or inspiration, as you find with soothsayers and prophets who convey all their messages without even knowing what they mean. There is nothing more like justice,